Good evening, Seattle. It's great to be here in the good Washington. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming tonight and this weekend, and even more important, I'd like to thank each of you for being the core and the spirit of the Campaign for Liberty and of the broader effort to retake our country. It's there is, I remember under Bush, it seems like ancient history, but our types were often accused of being appeasers, and now we're right-wing extremists. This is a great thing, but of course, what the establishment doesn't understand is the principal devotion to liberty, the idea of individual freedom that has always energized this country and given it all of the blessings that we associate with it. The first American Revolution wasn't just about one military victory. It was about a revolution in ideas. It was from that revolutionary era that we got the first anti-slavery movements that eventually defeated the evil, an ancient evil of chattel slavery. It was the spirit of liberty that led so many Americans to stand up to Woodrow Wilson's horrifying war, to stand up to FDR's New Deal, to say that the threat of communism did not justify abolishing the Constitution, to stand up to George W. Bush, and now as Barack Obama is trying to socialize what remains of the private economy, to stand up to him as well. We are a movement with a great and rich tradition. We are not this just a small group of fringies as whatever party is in power would like the public to believe. And we're growing. I've never been more inspired to see how many of us there are, and we're growing, and there could not be a more important time for us to be doing what we're doing, for all of you to be doing what you're doing. Because we have just seen 8 years of a borderline fascist regime in the White House, gutting the Bill of Rights, embracing torture and preventive war. And now, not only do we have to deal with all of that, despite the rhetoric of change, we're seeing the last remnants of the free economy being targeted for nationalization, for socialization, for cartelization, whatever you want to call it. It's not a change that I believe in, and it's not the type of change that this country was built on, and it's not the type of change I'm confident will define our future. So I just want you all to think this weekend, as we look upon the theme of this event, continuing the revolution. In a sense, this revolution has been going on a very long time. In another sense, this revolution is new. It is a reawakening. And, they'd say that, the revolution is continuing. But I'm a little bit more optimistic. I think that it's just begun. Again, it's great to see all of you. I would like to kick off the weekend without further ado. In just 1 second. I'm sorry, there was just really no suave way to do that. Hailing here from Purdy, Washington, Che, Evan, Mikey, and Justin, we're all Ron Paul delegates. And tonight they're going to open the evening with the national anthem. Everyone, please give your warm welcome to the Big Wheel Stunt Squad.
Everybody.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce the president of the Campaign for Liberty, Mr. John Tate.
Good evening. And I want to thank everyone for coming. And as Anthony said here, it's great to be in the real Washington. We spend far too much time, at least I do, in the area known as Washington, D.C. or Northern Virginia or the swamp. I actually had some notes and I lost them somewhere, so I'm just going to wing it for a couple minutes. First of all, I want to recognize a few people that are here tonight. There's and again, I don't remember the name now, but from Washington, I'm from Montana. A state representative, could you please stand up? That's gotcha. Where are you? Not sure where he is, but this gentleman introduced a piece of legislation in Montana that bans federal agents from enforcing any federal gun law in the state of Montana. We also have two Washington state representatives with us here tonight. Oh, thank you. Again, no suave way to do this. Carrie Condata is here. Would you stand up? And I'm not going to read the whole bio, but an interesting case because not only a very strong supporter campaign for liberty, but someone who's actually served 4 terms in the legislature. Not a lot of incumbents that close with us. In addition, we have Washington State Rep. Matt Shea. A veteran like Dr. Paul, and by the way, while this weekend especially, I would like to give a special thanks to all of our veterans in the crowd. Thank you for your service to our country. I would also be remiss if I didn't mention that we're here in the home state of the man who was the campaign manager for Ron Paul's presidential campaign, Lou Moore, and his wife, Maureen. I haven't seen them here, but this is their home state. And I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but